Good day, guys. Today, we want to take a brief look at how we take measurements. Because in carpentry, one of the most important things to be able to do is to take measurements to do your cuts that you may be making at some point in time. And so, we want to look at how we take measurements. That's linear measurements. Now, linear measurements suggest measurements on a straight path. Now, such measurements are taken in two systems, using two systems of measurement. The systems are the standard system and the metric system. Now, with these systems of measurement, there are different units that are used. And so for the standard system of measurement, our focus will be on inches and feet, while with the metric system, our focus will be on using the millimeter, the centimeter, and possibly the meter. Now, most times, beginners will have some challenges measuring in inches, in that they may have some problems reading the measuring tape in inches. And so, we want to start by focusing on reading your measuring tape or your ruler in inches. Here I'm representing a ruler, and every ruler starts at the 0 point. Alright? And so, if you have a ruler and you can look at that part which speaks to standard measurements, what you will realize is a pattern reflecting what I'm going to be showing you here now. So if you take a careful look at your ruler, what you should see, starting from 0, you will find that there are 16 of these letter marks here, between or from 0 to 1. Now each of these letter marks here is called a 16th. Pronouns test. So, what we'll find is that in 1 inch, there are 16 sixteenths. In 1 inch, there are 16 sixteenths. Now, the 16th, as you see here, may be expressed as a fraction, because in standard units, we express all of these as fractions. And so, in counting these, because we said that there are 16 in them, we express them in this case. We start with a 0. We always start count at 0 when we're taking measurements. We start with a 0. And of course, we know that any number that is divided by 0, or 0 is used to divide a number, we know that the result is going to be 0. Moving on, from 0 we get to 1. And of course, expressed as a fraction there, it's simply 1/16th of an inch. Continuing to count from 1, I go on to 2. But we find that 2/16ths can be simplified as a fraction. And so what we do, we break down by using 2 to divide itself. And 2 can also go into 16 8 times. And so instead of saying 2/16 of an inch, we will say 1/8 of an inch. We will continue to count unto 3. And if we should check, we would realize that there is no number that will divide 3 and 16 without leaving a remainder, unless we're going to use 1. Therefore, as a fraction here, we cannot simplify this. It remains 3/16 of an inch. We move on to 4. What we'll notice here is that 4/16 can be simplified. And so 4 can go into itself once, it can go into 16 4 times. And so instead of saying 4/16 of an inch, we say 1/4 of an inch. We can then recognize that there is something to this pattern, because I started with 1 and realized that the number 1/16 here cannot be broken down. I went on to 2. 2 was broken down. 3 remained. 4 and 4 could be broken down. And so when we look at the pattern, we realize that the odd numbers cannot be broken down. However, once we get to an even number, it can be broken down. And so what we will notice is that each mark here that is taller, those marks that are taller are the even numbers, and those can be broken down. Those that are on the short side, those are not generally broken down. And so if we should continue from 4/16, we move on to 5, recognizing that 5 is short. 6 over 16 here becomes what? 3 over 8, because we find that there's a common divider that can be used, which is 2, and it will go into 6 3 times. It will go into 16 8 times. So instead of saying 6/16, we will say 3/8 of an inch. We continue to count on to 7/16. 7 being an odd number, that remains 8. Of course, we know that 8 can go into itself once, it can go into 16 2 times. Therefore, it becomes 1/2 of an inch. 9 will stand, because again, we realize that here being 8, 9 is one of those short ones, so it remains. When we get to 10, we find that 10 being an even number can be divided. So we find a common multiple, or common divider rather, which is in this case here 2. So 2 will go into 10 5 times, and it will go into 16 8 times. So 10/16 is going to be the same as 5/8. And of course, it is always important that we include this little symbol here, these 2 little strokes marked here, which represents the inch. Alright? So we move on from 10 to 11. 11/16 remains. We get to 12. 12 can be broken down. And so a common divider here is 4. And so 4 goes into 12 3 times. It will go into 16 4 times. So 12/16 is the same as 3/4 of an inch. 13, that remains because it's a short one there. 14 is divided by 2 to give you 7 and 8 there. So here it becomes 7/8 of an inch. 15 will remain, because we can't break this one down. However, when we get to 16, we realize that 16 can divide itself, and so we arrive at 1 inch. And so guys, that is how the inch is divided into 16s. Each mark, all the 16, represented as a fraction, and of course, the pattern indicates that each short mark that you get to when you take a measurement will not be broken down. However, those that are tall can be broken down. Therefore, take your instrument, practice taking some measurements, and once you practice with time, you will get better. Look out for the next video.